Alrighty, day 4. Again, I didn't record this morning just because I really, again, wanted to focus on warming up and getting loose and everything. But yeah, today is it's a really, nice day comparatively. It's only about 90 degrees right now. So definitely looking forward to actually getting out on the field and not immediately melting, which will be very nice. So yeah, just more of the same kind of deal today. Just video assignments, and then go back, work on some super secret stuff, and then yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty, welcome to day 5. I'm just gonna be combining these videos from day 4 and 5, just because, like I've said, all these days are pretty similar, just in terms of what I'm actually doing and like the plan throughout the day. So yeah, it's again cooler today. I think it's only 89 degrees out right now, so really nice, especially compared to how it was to start virtual move-ins. Yeah, I'm super excited, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out to the field, record my assignments once again, and yeah, keep you guys updated. Alrighty guys, what's going on? It is end of day 7, and yeah, so I've officially wrapped up a full week of Zoom drum corps virtual move-ins. I just got done with the run. I'm chilling in this school parking lot while I have some light, because I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience so far with virtual move-ins and drum corps in general. And because on one hand, I mean, this sucks. You know, for anybody that's done this activity, especially this year, you've had to deal with, you know, the virtual camps and the, you know, internet going out and connection issues and microphone issues, and everything just kind of sucks. But yeah, it just doesn't compare to being there in person. I think that's the biggest motivating factor for me right now, is just knowing that this process will make me even better by the time that I actually get there in person in less than a week. So even though it's less than a week, it's still you know, the days, I think it's just because, I mean, again, for those of you who've done the activity, you know that, I mean, the days can get not monotonous, but I mean, you're there every single day. You wake up at the same time and do kind of the same thing. You do your circle drill, you do your viz block, you do your brass block, you learn the show, you learn the choreo, all that stuff. When you're there, though, it doesn't feel like it's the same every day, because again, it's just you're actually there and you're doing stuff. And I think that's probably been the hardest part with the Zoom, is that even though obviously every single day we're working on stuff and we're getting better, and no day's really the same, I think it is just like really hard to just stay motivated every single day for just hours and hours and hours on end. You know, sorry, there's some very loud cars. But you know, it's hard to stay motivated to practice by yourself for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, just by yourself. Because when you're, you know... Alright, sorry, I had to move a little bit, but look at this. Look at the moon! Oh my god, my camera does not do it justice. It is so pretty. Oh my god. You can't like see the detail or anything, but oh my god, if you can see the moon right now, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, back to kind of what I was saying though, just with drum corps, virtual move-ins and everything. I think what's been so hard about this is just that, like, it's normally when you're doing drum corps, right, you're out on a hot field and it's 100 degrees and it sucks and you're sweaty and you're hot, but you're with the core, and everybody else is there. And it's so hard to stay motivated when you're out in a hot field and you're sweaty and you're running around and it's just you and nobody else is there. And so, that's really, I think, the biggest part about this that really sucks is that it's just myself. It's every day. It's hours upon hours upon hours every single day, and it's just me, you know. And I know, and I think another thing though that kind of adds on to that is that, there are a couple groups of people right now. Like, I know there are some people that that lived in the Illinois, Michigan area that decided for virtual move-ins that they were all just going to share an Airbnb and do their move-ins early. And they've been posting videos about them doing their assignments together and playing together, and I'm just seeing that and I'm just like, ugh. Like, it's so close yet so far. Like, I want to be there right now, and to experience that, but a couple more days. So, that's kind of the parts that sucked about it. I think one thing though that is a good thing. Hold on a second. Okay, back to what I was saying. I think one thing that has actually been good is that this has kind of been a good intermediate step, I feel like. Because obviously during the season you prepare and you try and prepare as best you can for the actual drum corps season, but I mean there's really nothing can truly prepare you for what the season is, right? I mean, even the most in shape people get there and still sucks in terms of just your body hurts, everything hurts, you're doing things that your body was not built for. Your body was not built to be running around on a field for however many hours a day and however many degrees it is, so for that many days on end. So I feel like this has kind of been a good intermediate step where it's definitely not as hard as what it's going to be like when I actually get there, but it's been a really good, because like, for example, building up like chop endurance. Obviously leading up to this I practice every single day, just as all good musicians do, but again, nothing can prepare you for playing for 8 hours a day at that volume. It just you think you're practicing loud and they just always ask for louder, and and so it's doing that for just hours and hours and hours and hours. It really kills your chops. So I've been having to be really, really careful with warm downs and just taking care of everything up here, because I've definitely started to feel it, especially the last 2 days, where it's just like, oh my god, like I got nothing left. And same thing with my body too, where even on my run tonight, just doing my quick warm-up, I was just like, man, like my body is just so fatigued, like my legs are just not moving as fast, and when I actually started running, it was just like, man, like this just feels so much more labored. Like my body has not been able to recover fast enough from what I've been doing, and so it's kind of the same thing there, where it's like my normal recovery process and warm down process and all that stuff is not going to cut it for the stuff that I've been doing. So this has been a good intermediate step to where it's like, okay, it's not actual drum corps, it's not as hard as it's going to be once I actually get there, but it's damn sure harder than any normal practice that you do. So yeah, I think this is this should help, hopefully, by the time I get there. It's not going to be getting there, first few days your body goes into shock, because I'll actually have kind of been built up to the playing for hours and hours and hours a day, being on your feet for hours and hours and hours a day, marching for hours and hours and hours a day, being out in the sun for hours and hours and hours a day, which is something that, just doesn't happen a ton during off-season training. But yeah, other than that, it just kind of sucks right now, until I actually get there. And, I think everybody that's doing drum corps this year can attest to that. Zoom drum corps sucks. There's no way around it. But it's just going to make actually getting there feel so much better. I can't wait to be playing. That first ensemble block, man, it's going to hit differently. But yeah, so this has been, 4, 5, 6, 7, days 4, 5, 6, 7. Tomorrow, day 8. And then day 9, we actually have the day off, which is going to be really nice. Well, not off. Still going to have some assignments to do, obviously practice. I'm going to probably use that day actually to mostly... sorry, cars. I'm going to probably use that day to mostly, really make sure all of the encore tunes are, set. Because I think I'm going to really need that day as a body break. And so I'll probably do some later playing and marching stuff, and really just use that day to make sure that encore tunes are really set, because we have a handful of them this year. So yeah, that's kind of the update. And then after day 9 we have 10, 11, 12. Day 13 we have nothing, because that's packing day. Day 14 I'm flying into Chicago. So yeah, really exciting stuff. Just got to keep pushing through it. This virtual drum corps, once I get there, it's just gonna be so much better. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.